Taurus risings and Taurus suns. The first 2 weeks of Feb, your focus is mostly in your 10th house, which is your career, your reputation, or you being an authority figure. Your parents could be someone you're more focused on, or the focus is on you as a parent. So, with such a charged 10th house, if you want to change jobs, if you want to get into a different careers, this is a great time. The first 2 weeks are excellent, so don't hold yourself back and apply for that job you want. Make that career happen. The last 2 weeks of February, your focus shifts in the 11th house, so you're mostly focused on your elder siblings, or your friends, or your community, your network circles, or on your social media. You're way more social, you're attending more events the next 2 weeks. We start off the 1st of Feb with full moon in Leo. Leo is your 4th house. So there could be major changes or major beginnings or endings in terms of your career or anything to do with your home, your family, your property, or changes in terms of your career or reputation, parents. 5th of February, Mercury is gonna be squaring Uranus in your first house. So you could probably, there is some kind of a sudden news regarding your career or one of your parents, or there could be disagreements with your boss or the people at work or with your parents. 6th of Feb, Mercury enters a Pisces and it's gonna stay there for 67 days. So Mercury is gonna stay in Pisces until a middle of April. So this entire time, your second and fifth lord are gonna be in your 11th. So you're probably interacting with your friends a lot more. You're probably gonna interact with your elder siblings a lot more. With Mercury in the 11th, you could be discussing topics of finances, your kids, your hobbies, your passion projects, either with your friends or with your elder siblings, or you could be discussing or putting it out on social media. 8th Feb, a few days before and after, Venus in your 10th is gonna square Uranus in your first. So there could be some kind of sudden news, there could be some kind of a sudden event regarding yourself in terms of your career or in terms of your reputation or in terms of your parents, or sudden issues with your health or partnership, but most likely something regarding your career or your reputation. 10th of February, Venus enters Pisces and it's gonna stay there until the end of the first week of March. Venus in Pisces, you're having a really pleasant time on social media or with your friends. You're interacting more with your social circles, with your community, or elder siblings. It's a pleasant time. This is a time you could be attending more events or you're simply way more social. While Venus is in 11th, you could find your partner in social settings or on social media, or they could be a friend of your friend, or you could meet them via social circles. 12th of Feb, Mercury is gonna conjunct your North Node. Mercury rules your finances and your 5th house. So there could be sudden changes in terms of your finances or in terms of your friends because it is happening in 11th house, or in terms of your social media situation, or in terms of your children or your hobbies or your passion projects. You could probably be playing a lot of games, or you could be overthinking, or there could be addition or changes in your finances. Valentine's Day, Feb 14, Saturn enters your 12th house and Saturn is gonna stay there until mid-April 2028. So it's 2 years, 2 months. Saturn in your 12th can give you issues with sleeping, or with your mental health, or with your expenditure, can be regarding spirituality or charity. If you're planning to get more spiritual, you might take a disciplined approach Your focus could mostly be in terms of mental health. Maybe you're trying to resolve all of your mental health issues or deal with them while Saturn is in your 12th. Could have issues trying to go abroad, or if you go abroad, you could have issues dealing with the new situation there. You could be overworking or overstressing when you're alone. Around 16th of Feb, Sun is gonna be squaring Uranus. Sun in your 10th, squaring Uranus in your first. Again, sudden things or sudden arguments are in terms of your job, at work, regarding your career, or with one of your parents or your home. 16th of Feb, Mercury is going to be trining Jupiter. So you could be receiving some kind of good news, especially regarding your finances, your friends, or your children, or your hobbies. 17th of Feb, there is a new moon in Aquarius. This is the first eclipse of this year. This is a partial solar eclipse, so it is not as potent, but they could be new beginnings in terms of your career, your reputation, or your relationship with one of your parents, or something major could be happening in one of your parents' lives. All in all, a great time for career. 18th of Feb, Sun enters Pisces, and it's gonna stay here until 20th of March. Sun in your 11th house, a lot more spotlight on your social life, interacting a lot with your friends, your elder siblings, or on social media, or your communities, social networks. 18th of Feb, Venus is conjunct your North Node. This could be a major time for relationships. Either you're getting into a new relationship, or you're ending an old relationship, or there is changes in your relationship status quo. There could be changes in your dynamic with your friends or in terms of your health, but I've seen more often than not this is a very relationship conjunction. 20th of Feb, Saturn is gonna be conjunct Neptune in your 12th house. So Neptune in your 12th can make you a lot more psychic. There could be confusion or haziness regarding topics of spirituality or mental health or abroad travel. Expenditure, charity, sleep, all these become hazy and confusing with that conjunction. 22nd of Feb, a few days before and after, Venus is gonna be trining your Jupiter. Venus in your 11th house and Jupiter in your 3rd house. Good things are happening with you and your friends. Pleasant times with you and your younger siblings. Pleasant times with you and your neighbors. Pleasant time with you and your friends. A pleasant time with you in social media. You could be buying a new vehicle or getting your license. Pleasant times with your partner or with your kids. 26th of Feb, Mars is gonna go retrograde until around 20th of March for 22 days in Pisces, which is your 11th house. So you are communicating a lot with your friends or your social networks. You are communicating a lot or putting out information on social media as long as Mercury here, but with retrograde, all of these things can get a bit delayed, or there could be some misunderstandings or misinformation or some kind of delay of information or redoing and reevaluating information. So misinformation on social media or misinformation circulating among your friends group is a possibility. 27th of Feb, Uranus is gonna square a Mars in your 10th house. So there could be some kind of sudden argument situation either at your workplace with your boss or one of your colleagues or with one of your parents or with your partner. Mars is going to be in your 10th house for the entire month. So, this is also a time you could find your partner, especially in terms of your career. So, they could be your client, or they could be a colleague, they could be your boss, 27th of Feb, Sun is gonna conjunct your North Node in your 11th house. So this is a time of a major changes, especially regarding your home, your family, your property. You could be buying new property or selling old property, or you could be changing residences. Your relationship with your home or your parents or your family is highlighted or is going through major changes, and one of your parents could be going through some important situation in their life. 28th of Feb, Mercury is with Venus. This is a sweet time. You're talking more, you're interacting more with your friends group, or you're socializing more, and you're receiving positive feedback or positive information. It could be a good time for finances. Maybe you're getting a bonus, maybe you're getting a higher salary. So enjoy your Feb 2026. Taurus, take care.